Hey y'all, it's Brandy and welcome back to the Antisocials Library. We are TBRing today, and no, unfortunately, I do not have very good news. I lost again. I once again did not finish my July TBR. So we are going into August with our third and final and capped cursed coin. So that's a shame, but all things considered, I think I had a really good reading month, and so I will make sure that my reading wrap up and everything is linked down below because I do think that I had a good reading month. I just didn't read I was close. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I was close, right? Whatever. Close, hand grenades and horseshoes, as they say. But that does mean before we get into any rolling and any of the gameplay, we are going to pick my punishment prompt. So, let's do some shuffling. And let's hope it doesn't do me too terribly dirty. I mean, I'm already late filming this. It's August 5th right now, and I just... Okay. Here they are. Which one should I pick? Which one are you feeling? I'm gonna go with this one. What does it say? Unwelcome return. Finish a series. Finish a series? Finish one? Oh, there's got to be a series that I am only missing one book. Oh, there is one that I have been talking about ad nauseum, and I keep putting it on my TBR. Do I want to put it back on my TBR, or do I want to pick something else? 'Tis the question. Okay, we are gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're putting it back on the TBR, and this time we're gonna read it. The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. I have, again, spoken about this before. It has been on my TBR in the past. This is the third and final installation into the Poppy War trilogy. I'm not really sure if anything really needs to be said about this that I haven't already said, but basically it is a war story, and it is a huge trigger warning of a book. The Poppy War is, at least, and if I remember correctly, the Dragon Republic was as well. I am gonna have to do a recap of the Dragon Republic. I'm gonna have to find a summary of it or somewhere, because I honestly cannot remember where that book left off. I would be going into this book blind, and it does have a lot of political and military intrigue, so I don't want to miss anything that would become pertinent and towards the end of the story. So I will be doing the recap and reading this book, hopefully. I keep saying that. I keep saying I'm going to read it, so hopefully I do. But that is our first book, and let's do some rolling. Okay, so we have a new setup here. I'm actually using my desk, so I don't have to sit on the floor. So we're gonna see how this goes. And maybe the lighting's better. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. But I am using my desk. So let's get the bad prompts out, and shuffle in last month's. End game here started. And our little icon guy. And the star of the show, the die. All right, let's do roll number 1. 2. Can we see that? The Weird Sisters, a book featuring a group of friends or siblings. Okay. Okay, roll number 1, 2, not off to a great start. But honestly, it's like totally fine that we have 2 because the next one is going to be a big one. You can feel it. But anyway, I did get The Weird Sisters, which is a book featuring a group of friends or siblings. And I'm doing some thinking because I don't know off the top of my head. My mind immediately goes towards contemporary, and I feel like there has to be something on my contemporary shelf because I feel like I'm gonna lean very heavy fantasy this month because I've been very horror centric, and I think I need a little bit of a break. Not like a break, but like I think I want to read some fantasy. You know, like I will probably read horror this month because I am me at the end of the day, but I do want to see about diversifying it a little bit. So let me look at my contemporary shelves and see what I can find for some siblings or a group of friends. Okay, I'm literally gonna pick Among Friends by Hal Ebbett. And to be honest, I literally bought it for the cover. I think the cover is amazing, but apparently it's about 2 group of families that are friends. Okay, so the husbands and wives are friends and the kids are friends. So there's our friends. And they're getting together and they are like the picture perfect place of like a middle class group of families getting together. And for some reason, something comes up. A secret gets divulged. There is a shocking turn of events at this dinner, and the book itself explores what that's like when there is betrayal between or within a relationship that you hold quite dearly. And I'm assuming it gets pretty messy. And I'm actually excited to get to this. It's not too terribly long. And I love the cover. So I gotta see. And this is a debut novel. I'm pretty sure this is a debut novel. So that is super exciting. I hope I love the writing. I could use something like very literary. You know what I mean? Let's do the next roll. Roll number 2. 8. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe we can make 2 work. Go. Lucy and the Night Watch. Highest ranking book on your TBR. And that's supposed to be like rated, highest rated. And The Night Watch, a book with a night sky on the cover. So obviously that can't be both unless I get lucky. Okay, so you're gonna have to excuse the angle because I'm not like rearranging everything to do this. So, okay, so let me go ahead and screen record. All right, perfect. So this is my Notion template for the Antisocials library. This is my entire library database. It is in the works, but I think I might possibly do a tour of it, but it is extremely heavily inspired by a lot of other creators out there. So there is that. But anyway, let's go to the entire library and we're gonna go to my rating scale. The last time I did this, the average rating was the lowest average rating, so we're gonna switch that to high. 6 of Crows. Shut up. 6 of Crows is the highest rated book on my TBR. That's insane. And look, right below it is The Parade of Horribles. Wow. And look, Crooked Kingdom is the 3rd. Is this series really all that great that I am completely... Is there a night sky? Are we determining if that's a night sky? Is it? Guys, I don't know. Is that a moon? Guys, that might be a moon. Hold on. I need to take a poll somewhere. Because if this is a moon, then this is the night sky, and hold on, I gotta go. I gotta go find out I gotta take a poll. I will return with the final decision. Okay, so I have consulted the almighty Discord over at Jan's Patreon, which is just the Discord that I'm probably the most active in because I just love everyone that's in that Discord channel. But anyway, I did ask and I got 2 people immediately that said yes. One of which being Shay, by the way, who does make incredible content. So I will have her linked down below. She just has like the most creative videos and she like really be putting out some content. So check her out for sure. But anyway, she said yes. And then also, wait a minute, I don't know if I know her name, but another lovely patron of Jan's who on the Discord goes by Mermaid. So if you're watching, thank you so much for confirming this and also meaning that I won yet again against the Children of the Night. These mini battles between me and those freaking hound dogs are, listen, I don't know what's happening, but I'm not going to argue it because not only is the highest rated book on my TBR a book that I have been dying to get to, but it is also one that has the night cover on it, the night sky on it, I mean, on the cover. And so that means that I only have to pick one book for this monthly bite prompt. And this also means that maybe I finally start the series on my channel for Resurrect the Hype. Who knows? Who knows? But let's do roll number 3. Roll number 3. 5. Crossing the Sea, a book set in a different country. Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, so I'm not angry at this one, but I am perplexed because I don't exactly know what I'm going to pick. But I did get Crossing the Sea, which is a book set in a different country. And I am like very actively trying to read outside of my country. So like, I'm happy I got this prompt, but I don't know really what I'm in the mood for or like what I want to read for it. You know what I mean? Because I want to read fantasy, but that just kind of feels like a cop-out. Like, yeah, it's out of your country because it's made in a made-up world. You know what I mean? I have decided to pick up The Lost Queen by Senia Pike. That's my best shot. So this is set in Scotland and is actually taking place in the 16th century. And this one really appeals to me because one, if you have learned anything about me at all, is that I love Scotland. Okay. I genuinely think that Scotland is like where my soul belongs. You know what I mean? Have I only been there once? Yes. Is that the only country other than my own that I have ever visited? Well, not true. I went to England, but like the UK. Yes. But when I tell you that walking around in the Highlands and walking around in the city of Edinburgh made my soul feel at peace. So I'm actually doing another trip to Scotland in November. That's a little bit more for personal reasons this time around rather than just a vacation, but my boyfriend and I are going, and to prepare for it, I am actually doing a personal curriculum on the history of Scotland and how Scotland's history has been preserved and tainted and interpreted into fictionalized media, you know, like Braveheart and Outlander and things of that nature. So that is a personal curriculum that I am building right now that I will be starting in the month of August and going until November from when we're going. One of the books that I wanted to read for that personal curriculum is, you got it, The Lost Queen, because this is not necessarily a fictionalized history of Scotland, but it is set in Scotland during the 16th century. And do I keep saying 16th? Because I absolutely mean 6th. The 6th century. Anyway, yes, so this is following the Lost Queen of Scotland from the 6th century. And apparently the sister of the man who inspired the legend of Merlin. So this is being pitched as Outlander meets Camelot? That sounds amazing. There's our fourth pick. Let's go to the next one. Rule number 4. 6. I don't think we have ever gotten a TBR pick on this game since I started playing it. The Demeter, a book set at sea or involving sea travel. I literally just got this. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. We keep getting the same cards over and over and over again. I promise you, I have an entire deck of cards here. I don't just keep pulling the same ones over and over and over again because that's what I want. But we did, in fact, get one that I have gotten before, and that is The Demeter, which is a book set at sea or involving sea travel. And luckily, I already had something in mind. The second that I pulled this, I had something in mind. Let me go get it. The Odyssey by Homer. It's The Odyssey. So this is a book that I have already started. I got not very far into it. So I ended up reading the entire introduction, but in terms of the actual story, I got like 50 pages in. This is a buddy read that I started with my friend Amanda, and I think we both kind of fell off of it. We haven't really talked about it in a minute. Hey, Amanda, let's continue our buddy read, yeah? Anyway, this is also serendipitous because I just noticed on the Citadel Discord, which is Mel from Mel Reads' Patreon Discord channel, they are having a buddy read of the Iliad and the Odyssey. And I was like, wait a minute. I literally just started the Odyssey, so this is perfect, so I can discuss it with everyone. And this is very, 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 very much set at sea. I mean, the new movie came out, so I'm sure so many people have watched the movie or have read the book in anticipation of the movie coming out. But yeah, you are following Odysseus, and this story follows Odysseus and as well as his son and his wife. So basically Odysseus went off to war after the Trojan War, now trapped on an island. Okay? And so you are following his son and his wife back home, who have yet to come to terms with the fact that their husband and father are not coming home, and the son goes out to search for his father. And it's an adventure novel. It's set at sea. There's literally a boat on the cover. A classic for a reason. And I mean, technically it's an epic poem, so there is that. And I am taking my read very seriously. I don't know if you could see those annotations, but I'm excited to get into this and finally get it done. So it's off my currently reading, because it's been on my currently reading for a very long time. Let's do the next one. Roll number 5. Last one. The Hypnotist, a popular book it seems everybody loves. Another one that I've gotten a whole bunch. Yay! We won! And with a banger too. I never know if I should pull a prompt or just like pick a book, and I just always think pulling a prompt is more fun. So maybe there should be like another rule for like when you win. You know what I mean? I don't know. Guys, I'm still developing this as we go. But I did get The Hypnotist, which is a popular book it seems everyone loves. And my immediate thought is going back to Diary Bound, because that's a book that I started a month and a half ago. I started on my Kindle. My Kindle's literally sitting right here. And you can see that this is the last book that I opened on it. So I do have this on Kindle Unlimited, and I could read this. Actually, I'm deciding in this moment right now that this is the book that I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Diary Bound by Sable Sorsen. I'm technically in the middle of it, but I have it as a paused book on my tracker and on Storygraph and everything because I just waited so long to continue it. But I will continue this, and I'll probably start over. If not, like do a quick skim of the first couple of pages, because I didn't get that far into it. Yeah, I got 55 pages into it. So, you know, I think this counts. So yeah, that's our last pick, is Diary Bound. So for having a third cursed coin going into this game, I'm actually not too upset with this TBR. So this is the official monthly Bite TBR. These are the books that I will have to read in order to win next game. Now I will be going into the next game with 0 curse coins because they do reset after 3, because I can't just keep going forever, and let's be real, will I ever actually read a TBR? You know what I mean? We are here because I like to gamify my reading. I think it's fun. I just like this way of being able to pick out my TBR. It's honestly not that serious. So I am going to go into the next game with a reset. So that gives me an opportunity to perhaps actually read all of these books and going into it with a Van Helsing card, which is an actual helpful thing. So we will see. Anyway, that's all I have for the monthly bite this month. Thank you so much for watching, hanging out with me, and playing this little game. It was so fun, and yip-yapping about all the books that I'm planning to read. So let me know what you plan on reading, and if you are planning on reading any of these so that we can talk about them together, because you know one of my favorite things to do is talk about our books in the comments. So go down below and let me know what you have been reading, what you plan on reading, if you're reading any of these, if you think I should skip any of these, if you think I should absolutely 100% prioritize any of these, because let's be real, I'm gonna have to do some prioritization. And of course, if you made it this far and you have nothing to say, but you want to let me know that you were here, you go down below and leave the bat emoji for the monthly bite, as always. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and you can hit that little notification bell so you get notified the next time that I post. And just remember to read well and rest well. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.